came home in the middle of the night. My father says, what you gonna do with your life? Well, daddy dear, you're still number one. Oh, girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls, the phone rings in the middle of the night. My mother says, when you gonna live your life right? Well, mama dear, we're not the fortunate ones. Oh, girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls, that's all they really want. Those girls, they wanna have fun.
Hello, everyone. We're back with another episode of our podcast. And this week we have two very special guests. They're actually very close to VJ. And even I know them from college. And I know them through VJ only because they were always present in all conversations with VJ and all her hostel gossips and everything. So today we have Shreya and Apurva or
Hi.
Opa. So nobody is gonna call Apurva Apurva. We are just telling her name to all of you guys so that you know that she's Apurva. But actually everyone calls her Opa. So hi Opa.
Hi, Nicole. Thanks for inviting me. Hello.
Anytime. Anytime. So yeah, so just telling you guys a little bit about what we'll be talking. So right now I'm really obsessed with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I've been watching it. And there was an episode in which this character Amy, she had to go and talk to someone because she wanted to basically extract some information out of someone. So they tell her to go and have some girl talk with her. What happens subsequently is she gets really awkward with the name of girl talk. She enters the room in a lot of swag, and then she ends up saying, uh, hey girl, show me your bra. And I think
Really?
somewhere and I yeah, yeah, and I think somewhere down the line that's a conception that everyone has right now about what girl talk
Yeah.
is or what a female
Mm.
friendship is. It's either about lingerie or periods and nothing else.
Or men.
So
And sex.
yeah, yeah,
Or
and
men.
men. Yeah, exactly. So today, because again, these three are one of the closest friends I've seen, and like I can actually see a sister act sort of happening with these three. So I thought I would call them. And anyways, विजय तो खैर है ही, तो मैंने सोचा ठीक है उनके फ्रेंड्स को ही बुला लो.
They were the only guys who were available, by the way. I mean,
That makes me feel so
like,
special.
yeah, and you don't have the choice of saying no also because I like forced them to be on the podcast anyway.
Yeah.
That makes me feel even more special.
But it's cool ना. so so हाँ, in general वैसे मेरे को बहुत क्यूरियोसिटी होती है कि मुझे पता है कि you guys all of you met in the hostel. So what was a typical day with the three of you like?
हाँ तो हम सबकी मतलब मीटिंग वाली स्टोरी बहुत फिल्मी है मी एंड वीजे वी मेट ड्यूरिंग एडमिशन टाइम ओनली एंड मतलब ऐसे ही हमने एक दूसरे बम्प किया लाइक आस्किंग द डायरेक्शन फॉर हॉस्टल एंड व्हेन वी रीच्ड हॉस्टल प्रीमिसेस we got to know we both are roommates, so that was one hell of a coincidence. And
That's actually, matlab, we went to the bank to like fill in our fees for the hostel, and like उस पे receipt पे लिखा हुआ था कि room number क्या है, and she was like in front of me in the line. So I asked her what her room number is, and she's like 103L. And I go, oh, that's my room as well. And her father was with her, and my mom and dad were with me. So it was like an exchange of like वर वधू का exchange हो रहा है, शादी हो रही है, parents भी
ये रिश्ता पक्का करते हैं.
रिश्ता पक्का करते हैं.
Wow. I actually met them like so they were roommates for a year, and I joined later. But we were friends before because my school friend Ravleen was in COE, which is also VJ's branch. So she knew her, and she's like, oh, so I came to hostel, I think 1-2 days later, and she's like, oh, I'll बहुत कम लोग होते थे हॉस्टल में, तो she's like, चलो एक ही रूम में हम सब मिलके बातें करते हैं. She's like, oh, I'll take you to meet my new hostel friends. And then VJ's and Opa's room was like a common room. वहाँ पे सब आते थे मिलने. I don't know, they would like hosts, Rachel and Monica, I think. वहाँ पे सब इकट्ठा होते थे. And then there we met, and then eventually VJ started coming to my room a lot because I'm so cool, and also because बहुत सारी छिपकलियाँ
Okay.
also because बहुत सारी छिपकलियाँ थी मेरे कमरे में, and VJ is an expert on dealing with them. That's how we became friends.
तो पीछे भगाती थी छिपकलियाँ.
भगाती थी, और it was not enough for me कि वो कहीं जाके छुप जाती थी, and then I said, VJ, तू बैठ quietly, we'll sit, we'll wait for it to come out, and you'll have to then do the thing again.
यार मैं imagine कर रहा हूँ विजय को झाड़ू लेके.
There were 3 things that we connected on with Shreya. One was Chipkali, as she discussed. Second was Multani Mitti. Like she groomed us. हम जब आए थे मैं और विजय हॉस्टल में, we were like seriously tomboyish people, and श्रेया ने हमें थोड़ा लड़की बनाया है. मतलब वो हमें इतना ग्रूम करती थी, and she used to get us ready for all the parties and any event. And the third thing in the first year जिससे हम connect हुए थे was iced tea. There was special Lipton iced tea prepared by Shreya for us.
Maggie also.
Yeah,
All of these things we say special because we were starving children in hostel, but they're not special really. It's Lipton iced tea.
It was a speciality, your room speciality.
Yeah. We were just starving children, and I got them food basically.
Yeah.
मेरे को एक जोक मारने का मन कर रहा है बहुत तेज से. बोला जोक एक औरत शॉपकीपर के पास जाती है और कहती है, भैया लिप्टन दी चाय है? तो वो कहता, नहीं मैम मेरी तो नहीं है, आपकी है तो आप.
What is
That
this?
was so funny.
Sorry, मैं लिप्टन जब भी सुनता हूँ मुझे ये जोक याद हो जाता है, और उस पर कोई नहीं हंसता सिवाय मेरे. तो हाँ.
कोई नहीं.
So unlike popular culture or whatever, we didn't bond over either bras or periods or men.
Yeah.
So Shreya, I guess you used to stay in hostel even before college, right? So you sort of had this experience of living in a hostel, right? पहले भी.
Yeah.
This question is for all three of you. वैसे तो ये वाला कि we were all studying together. So how these female friendships were different from the male friendship that you had experienced before, and like eventually even during the course of your life or in the course of the college, how did these friendships evolve?
I was part of a co-ed school, but I had friends, but not very close friends. But college was a place where I, made very close male friends. Other than that, the difference between the two is my bond with Vijay and Shreya is like we can share even minutest and the very weirdest things with each other. Like with males, we can discuss about dreams and all. But there are some weird things that you get to discuss only with your girlfriends. So this is the difference between male bonding.
I think it's an absolute safe space. Like there's even with like your male friends, you're very comfortable and very safe. But here there is absolute no pretension. Like I remember in hostel, we'd just be sitting on our beds and suddenly we'll eat a lot, and then each of us will hold our flabs and then compare कि किसका ज़्यादा बड़ा flab है और किसका पेट ज़्यादा बड़ा है, and how many months pregnant do we look. I mean, it's just absolute no hiding or shaming or judgment or nothing, and it's not even like with male friendships, but still there's a line probably that's not with female friendship.
Like there are biological differences between us and men, and we go through so much in a month and over the time that we've grown up. So there are like so many things that we know a female would have our back. If I am PMSing, they would really understand what I'm going through and not be like, is it that time of the month? Our menses have synced over time probably while we were living together. So that relatability guys only come along.
So it is about bras and periods.
No,
Yeah,
that's not what
Not
we talked
really.
about, but yeah.
it is a part of it. It is a part of it, but no, it doesn't, consist of majority of
Mhm.
it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Here's the thing, menses and bras and everything are just like, they're like everyday thing for us. We don't have to talk about them because
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah.
say? I mean, what color bra are you
Yeah.
wearing? We don't care, you know.
Yeah.
So
Also culturally, culturally in our culture, like there are so many restrictions on women in general. So like I remember in college, if we would have a night stay at a friend's place, our female friends would have a lot of restrictions from their parents, and they would have to answer a lot of questions as to whose place are you going. And like even
Mhm.
if it's a male friend's place, they would always be like, "Is there another female friend going with you?" So we
Mhm.
would that way, our female friend would always have a back. So like in all these restrictions that we commonly share, it's amazing how like another female friend would find a loophole and then share that loophole with us, and we like together uplift each other. So I don't think men really understand that.
Hmm. What Shreya said, that there is this sort of comfort that you guys have experienced. And is it because of the proximity you guys shared, or is it because of the gender? Like, is it specific to gender? Because a lot of things that you said, it was gender specific, but also it's also because you guys were living so closely, like you guys shared a room. So do you think that plays a role as well, or is it just the gender thing?
definitely it's the proximity also, because like if I compare my friendship with VJ and Opa with other girlfriends,
Hmm.
there's a difference. It's not, I'm not so probably open about, let's say, just extremely comfortable, or I can even, I used to change clothes in front of each other, so there was no like,
Yeah.
there's no shame or there's nothing like that. So there is proximity also, but if you compare it with male friendships, then the gender thing comes out.
Okay.
But
Okay.
like if I would, let's say, if you're living in a flat and one of your roommate is a guy,
Hmm.
I don't think there'll still be that. There'll still be something, you know,
Yeah.
Got it.
a little
other
bit of
than
both.
that, we all got very comfortable in each other's presence. There weren't any awkward silences. We didn't, always had to talk to each other to understand each other. We can,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if my mood was off and I'm not very expressive, I don't tell what's happening with me, but they
Hmm.
know, they understand it. And once Vijay came to me and she said that I know you are in very bad mood, but it's okay, we are here for you. And
Hmm.
whenever you want to share with us, we are all ears for you. So there wasn't any that you don't have to speak to make them understand what you are feeling. They were
Yeah.
so comfortable with each other.
Even like Opa said, like we would share the minutest of details, like, I need to pick this outfit for a date that I'm going to, and I'd
Hmm.
like give them five options, and they would like genuinely be interested in all the five options. And like
Yeah.
if I was sharing that with a male friend, they would be like, what is this all overthinking about? But they
Yeah.
understand that the value of a first date or like anything, and they'd be genuinely interested in that stuff. So I don't think like I would be that open and sharing that side of me, because in the back of my mind, I'd be always like, he's going to judge me for like sharing those
Yeah.
stuff.
What you talked about in the second episode, Vijay, you anyways, like you said that because you were trying to deal with that tomboy image as well. So you were
Yeah.
not very comfortable in sharing that side of you with everyone. So yeah.
So you were talking about the proximity thing, and it's sort of it's interesting because sometimes it would happen is like, we would share everything with each other, but if anytime got to know something about Vijay or Opa from somebody else, I wouldn't mind. It's because you understand that you're so close, you're living in like a small room. It's not even like you're living in different rooms, it's just one room always, and you might need some space or you might need
Yeah.
some time to open up to each other. But if you're like a little
Yeah.
far away on something, you sort of expect, you have to sort of work to maintain a relationship, so you expect that person will come and tell you stuff. Here you understand that उसने नहीं बताया, ठीक है. You sort of give each other space, but you're also always there for each other, so it becomes even more comfortable. There's no expectation sort of
Hmm.
lower.
Yeah.
you know
In that aspect,
maintaining
it's
that
like
friendship.
in that aspect, it's like any other relationship then, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also we're so comfortable we can show like any face, or like we always have this no face with that we present to other people, but
Mm.
Yeah.
when we were roommates, like I would sit with my legs open or legs hanging on the wall, like anything. So we were so comfortable with each other, like we can do anything, and we मतलब बहुत ही मतलब गंदे से गंदा पोस्टर में बैठ जाओ, we were so comfortable with each other, and like
Yeah. Yeah.
The last time we were roommates was back here in 2016, and it's been 4 years, and like the bond hasn't decreased. It's still the same. So like now the proximity factor is not there. So
Mm.
when we talk about becoming new friends with someone, we always talk about ki, like, you know, I found that similarity in her. We have the same hobbies and we like the same things.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, like all three of us are very different personalities. And what has helped us in being friends for so long, even after we're not roommates anymore, is the fact that we adore each other. We all of us have qualities that we adore each other in. I love these two for who they are, and like I wish I could inculcate those qualities in myself someday. So like
Yeah.
as female friends, we always look up to them and like adore them for who they are, and
Yeah.
that keeps us going after the proximity is not there.
Mm.
And I think we don't talk about it as much. We only talk about the similarities, but not the dissimilarities. However, both of them bring us together.
So we all live in India, which is very family driven. Like conventionally, it's a family driven and family oriented society. Most of our perceptions about our friends or friendships, and even like our college friends, especially, it comes out of pop culture, to be very honest. Like the movies we watch or the series or the seasons of series we watch, we were all obsessed with Friends
Yeah.
once. In case of female friendships, obviously there are not a lot of examples to look up to, especially when it comes to India. In Hollywood, obviously there have been a few movies which have managed to tackle this very well. However, we grew up in an age where internet was not that accessible as it is now. So most of our perceptions came from what was homegrown. So how
Yeah.
much of that altered, or like did you have a conception, a preconceived notion about female friendships or any kind of friendship when it came to college? And if you had any, how much did it alter or how much did it change?
to be honest, during school time,
Hmm.
I was the type of person who won't stay in groups. So during lunch, most of the girls they formed a group and ate lunch together and gossip, talked, had some chit chat. But I was
Mhm.
a type of person who will roam around and go and meet kids and do something active. I was an active person,
Hmm.
so I never had a group. And I thought I was very weird. As a girl, I was very weird who doesn't stay in groups and doesn't spend time with other girls. But
Hmm.
in college my perception changed as I met people who are like Vijay and Shreya. So they made what I thought was weird, they made it normal. They told me that it was it isn't anything different or anything weird.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this helped me so in some way, that and it made me fall in love with this friendship, this type of friendship more.
Hmm.
Like you talked
Acceptance,
about
basically.
pop culture, and especially in India, showing female friendships. And I can only think of one movie, which is Veere.
Veer,
Okay.
Momo Shorts TV show.
Oh, right. But see, that's the thing. Like, they're mostly around what male friendship used to be portrayed. And now
Yeah.
it's like, even females can do that. So they're around trips or around drunken
Yeah.
nights or around
Yeah. Yeah.
passing out on the beach. And it's mostly, I think it's like male friendships were sort of shown that way. And then they were like, you know what? Female friendships are also fun. So they can also do. So they sort of emulated the same thing to female friendships.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the name Veere suggests.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, but here's the thing, that we do go on trips and we do have drunken nights and all. And I think I've partied the most with Vijay and Opa in college, and that and we partied a lot. Okay, but when I think of our friendship, that's not what I think about. I don't
Yeah.
think like eventually we'll sort of think of a story of a party or something like that. But that's not the first thing that comes to mind. We'll probably think of those nights when we were just all sitting in the beds, all doing our own thing. Went to sleep at different times, woke up at different times, sort of were brushing together in the sink because we got late for the class, wore each other's clothes and ran to classes. Or
Hmm.
probably that time when, I don't know, VJ would say, I can do all she she had a thing. She's like, I can burp all the vowels. And then she would burp A. And then she would burp O. And then she would burp I. So yeah, I mean, you see, and it puts a little pressure on your friendship because you feel
Yeah.
like, to be good friends, you have to party and you have to have good
Yeah.
nights, and then you want to plan great trips. And let's say you just went on a trip and just you did a little sightseeing, connected a little, came back, and did not have a crazy adventure.
Yeah.
You would start feeling like something was lacking. But
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's really not. If you sit in quarantine as we are now and think about those times, those were the best times. Nothing was lacking. We didn't get drunk, or we didn't probably just make out with a stranger or something, and they were perfect anyway. Like you now you hear a lot of girlfriends calling each other bro. They won't call each other sis. They'll call each other bro because
Yeah.
apparently that is cooler. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
because apparently male friendships are cooler, and you got to be more like them if you want to have that great friend gang. Or again, like we talked about the movie Veere. So there is a little bit, I do feel female friendships are a little more intimate than male friendships. There is a level of, even physically, probably there are more hugs, there are more kisses, and they
Hmm.
they might not really be as cool as casual as male friendships say, but because of pop culture, you feel you have to be a little more like, like what's up bro with each other.
Hmm. Talk in heavy voices.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up bro.
So while talking about pop culture, all the examples that we have of Two Broke Girls, FOMO shots, We at the Wedding, Sex and the City, I think Carrie Bradshaw and the whole crew has ruined it for us. And Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and even Monica, Rachel, and Phoebe from Friends. And like all these examples, they are liberating to watch and are guilty pleasures at the same time, because they make us feel like we don't need men anymore to feel free and to do all these things.
Hmm.
So, and for heterosexual women, it's like, you are supposed to settle down at some point of time. But at the same time, women give you that feeling that it's not that anymore. You can have fun, you can not marry someone, and you can just have the best time of your life
Hmm.
without depending
Hmm.
on men anymore.
Huh.
So I think that is I don't know whether it's a wrong portrayal or the right portrayal. To some extent, it's nice, but it shouldn't be taken as a pressure, like she already said.
Hmm. It's like, even if a female is making a movie such as V-Ray, it's like almost giving that friendship a male gaze, because that warmth didn't come through. That sort of alliance that comes out of being a sister to someone. It's a very different kind of support with two women,
Yeah.
and you don't feel that. Like, I have very good guy friends, and Vijay is also a friend, so I know how it works with
A
I
guy
guys
friend,
and women.
we
a
get
Yeah.
it.
guy friend. I'm a guy friend.
नहीं, मतलब, obviously the industry and everywhere people are talking about these kind of friendships, and there are all these portrayals. So the next generation, it has that access. It can see what kind of friendships cultivate, and like, and for them it's very fluid even in gender now. So how much do you think we need to alter our content, especially when it comes to that? And like, how much do you think we need to make it more authentic?
It actually, I think it does need to change a little bit, but like you're talking about Friends, I actually think why Friends works, the series works so much, and why after, like, I don't know, 20 years of its ending, so like more than 30 years before it began, why it's still so popular is because it's so normal. If you really look
Yeah.
at it, those six people are doing nothing but drinking coffee and just chilling and just joking around, and they have the very
Yeah,
normal lives. They're very, they don't have very high-fi lives, or they're very much like us. Movies like Veere and
yeah,
Dil Chahta Hai, or let's say Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, you can only watch a certain number of times. But Friends, it's so that sort of portrayal, it sticks with you. You want to go see that because that reminds you somewhere you relate with it. Yeah, it may not be like, it may not be goals. You might not want to, let's say, have that kind of a life, but it's so comforting because it's so real. You look at Veer and you're
Uh,
like, we should go to a trip like that, and we should do this, and I would want to stay in that kind of an Airbnb, and whatever. But then it never really happens, and then those other trips which are just as fun, you sort of like, these were not fun. We didn't
yeah.
book a massive Airbnb where we could jump into the pool from first floor or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, a little more
Yeah.
realistic movie might be a little less dramatic, but it'll be there, you know, for a longer time, I think.
Yeah, even while talking to you, Anupul, about this, ki, like how has our perception towards friendship evolved over the time? Like it's earlier, maybe it was gender specific, like about fashion. I would only talk to my female friends and everything. But now it's become more like a a thing where I view it from like, does the person like it, and not the gender. Like, are you a fashion inclined person? So I'll come up to you for advice. And it's more like how close of a friend you are regardless of your gender.
Hmm.
So, and that kind of portrayal was in Schitt's Creek. Like, I love David and Stevie's friendship in the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And so, huh, like that kind of portrayal should be there where, regardless of the gender, you just are friends with the person because of who they are. And there are no same sex friendship boundaries or like high expectations. Because let's just come to the fact that they don't conclude in the end and we just live normal lives and we just find happiness during our day-to-day lives while sharing our problems and crying on each other's shoulders. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's what friendship is.
I get what you're saying, but like again, the reason I was so curious and like the reason I wanted to bring this, like set up an episode like this or bring this out from you guys was because the kind of qualities that you said about, being a friendship being strong or the interests overlapping, it it's a very matriarchal quality, and I think it stemmed out somewhere because of female friendships, because you had that, that level of intimacy with a few female friends first, and then you extended it to me. Because if it was just for guys and like guys and bros hanging out, we have really good friendships. Like I'm not really dishing on any guys. Guys have really strong bonds, and like a bro is always there for you, no doubt. But and it's a very different equation, obviously. But this feeling of talking openly about things and like trying to get through various solutions and being open about things, it comes out of that. So which is why I think that yeah, somewhere down the line, a good portrayal is maybe important, and that's why I asked you this question, and which you guys obviously answered wonderfully.
Reminds me, if you've seen Sex Education, I think in season
Yeah,
2,
yeah,
towards the
yeah,
end, there's an episode where all the girls come together over
yeah,
shared
yeah,
Yeah,
misery.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
they're all
yeah,
like, we and they're very different characters and
yeah,
tomboyish,
yeah.
some are, but they come together. Why? Because they're like, we've,
yeah.
whatever we are,
The co-
we all have these experiences which are very common to us because of the
Hmm.
yeah.
gender, not because of our personalities or likes or dislikes.
Hmm.
And that was so, I looked at it and I'm like, wow, dude, this, somebody, like,
Yeah,
can this go viral? Can everybody see this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when talking about feminism, also, it's not like feminism is like you need to like all the women. They don't, in sex education, the example that she has given, the women don't like each other, but it's like
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
come up with a common cause, upliftment of women, and which we all strongly feel about. So that too is always a common point in bringing us together, and that comfort level is always there with women. Even if I go into an unknown situation today and there are like a couple of girls and a couple of boys, I would obviously approach the women first. Like they'll be the first people that I'd approach and talk about, like, what's going on. Like they'll be my first friends. And I don't know whether it's in the Indian culture or what, but it's just there.
Hmm. True. Okay, so before signing off, I have just one last question for you. Uh, whether be it any kind of friendship with anyone, and this question is to all three of you. If there is, I would say, one secret ingredient to brew a friendship, to like brew a great friendship, what would it be according to you? I know it's a very tabloid question, but like I need to end it on a fun note.
सब साथ में फन करो फन से ही बॉन्ड स्टार्ट होती है
I don't know. I think some sort of shared misery. I mean, you bond over, that's what you most strongly bond over. You have a sad
Hmm.
story and somebody totally gets it,
Yeah.
and that bond will be there. Some sort of
I feel like
shared
women are very good listeners
injustice.
also. Like they'll listen to you. They'll listen to your misery and they'll give you the best of advices. Men
Like,
don't have
I
the patience to
totally
listen
get
to us.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. This was amazing. And thank you so much, Shreya, and thank you so much, Opa.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
This is the longest conversation we've had after college. No, that's not true. That's not true.
Those girls, they wanna have fun.
Very special thanks to Manish Kutial for that wonderful cover. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to this episode. Do give us your suggestions at latenightRants01@gmail.com and do check out our Insta page at Late Night Rants. Thank you so much.